Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Drew Turner. I am an RN, currently working in the OR. And I am here to talk to you guys today a little bit about something that's kind of personal to me. I'm going to be talking to you guys about male nursing. And is it different? Are we treated differently than female nurses would be? And if so, who by and how? So, with patients, I tend to see a little bit of a difference in treatment as far as male nurses go with the older generation, and specifically with my personal experience. I've seen females who are a part of the older generation tend to shy away from male nurses, and honestly I understand why that is. A lot of male nurses definitely have a hard time with that, but you got to understand that health in general is a very personal thing. And think about what we do as nurses. It's very in close. Whether it's helping a patient change or whether it's helping them, to the bathroom or different things of that nature. The older generation is normally, especially with females, it's all about modesty with them, and that's just their nature, and they can't help that. You know what I mean? And again, with the older generation, as far as males go, it's not traditional that they see a man walk in whenever they're expecting some girl to walk in that they normally refer to as honey or sweetie or babe or something of that nature, which isn't really okay, but it is traditionally what has happened in the past. And I've also noticed that men, a part of the older generation, tend to treat women a little bit more harsh. And again, guys, if this is you, if you are a part of that population, old or young, if you're treating a female nurse with less respect than you would if I was to walk into the door, that's not okay. You got to understand that these women are very competent and capable of doing their job, and they worked very hard for their degree, and they should be treated with the respect that they deserve. You wouldn't want somebody talking to your mom in an ill-fashioned manner, so you shouldn't be doing it either. Keep in mind that whenever I talk about these subjects, this has no reflection on the facility that I work at now, nor will I be saying any names because that's just not okay. There have been situations where I have seen that, we'll start with physicians. I've seen physicians that will treat male nurses differently than they would female nurses. Take, for instance, if I was to walk up to a physician and say, "Hey, Dr. So-and-so, how's your day going?" They may respond with, just your typical average answer. "Hey, it's going well, thanks for asking, have a great day." Something along the lines like that. However, I have seen a situation where a female nurse would ask the exact same doctor the exact same question, and they respond with something like, "Oh, it's a lot better now that I'm seeing your pretty face," or something along the lines like that. Sometimes it can be a lot more vulgar. Guys, this is not okay. Whether you think you know that person well enough to talk to them that way or not, keep in mind you are in a professional environment and you need to remain in that professional mindset. So I've never had a situation where a female nurse, physician, has said something to me that has crossed the line. However, I'm sure it does happen, but for me personally, I've never had that situation happen, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm sure that a lot of these females that I have seen have been catcalled or whatever in the hospital. I'm sure they've felt very uncomfortable about it as well, and it really shouldn't be tolerated. And if you do see that, you should say something. What about the general population? What do they think of male nurses? Well, honestly, it's a really mixed review. But it really shouldn't matter to you. You have to understand that if you want to be a nurse and you are a male, that's what you should do. It is incredibly, incredibly, incredibly difficult to get through the program, but if it's what you want to do, you can do it. And you shouldn't let something like what other people think stop you from achieving your dreams. And honestly, don't let things like stereotypes or anything like that stand in your way. Now, my next subject is actually something that I don't know a whole lot about. I hear about it, but I've never personally experienced it. And that topic is actually, do male nurses get hired, or would they get hired before a female would? And do they make more money than female nurses do? Personally, I know for a fact I am not making more than female nurses that I currently work with. However, I have heard of situations where supposedly male nurses are making more than female nurses. Is that true? I don't know. However, another part of that is, do they get hired before a female nurse would? I don't know either, but I just can't see that happening. And the reason that is because, guys, nurses are in demand so bad. So, I don't see a situation where, a male and a female are competing for a position, whereas, again, nurses are in such high demand that wouldn't they just want to hire them both? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you have had a situation like that, and if you had, please let me know. Please share it. Like I said, I would love to hear about it. So overall, guys, are male nurses treated differently than female nurses? Yes, they are. And in certain situations, that's just not okay. Everybody should be treated equally, no matter what profession it is or what the environment is, because at the end of the day, we are all professionals. We all went and worked our tail off for that degree, and it shouldn't matter about our sex or our religion or race or sexual orientation, because we're all healthcare workers and we're there to make our patients better and to take care of them, because that's what we do. Anyway, guys, that's all for now. That's my take on male nurses being treated differently. If you did like this video, please like it and subscribe. I look forward to doing a lot more videos about nursing in general, or any other subject about that. If you want to talk about a certain subject, please comment and let me know, or send me a personal email, and I'll be sure to try to either do a video or talk to you one-on-one about it. But either way, guys, have a great night, and yeah.